I'm going to finish up my limited palette exercise. I've completed the part where I made my palette just from 2 complementary colors and white. And then as I was making this palette, I laid out a whole bunch of these colors that I was mixing onto paper so I could collage. And then what I did with some residual colors that I had, tones from over here, I would lay them down onto a square that was 5 by 6 because that's the size you're going to use for your composition. So I have a lot of tones to work with, which is super fun. There's my original yellow or orange, my original blue, my low value tones here. I started by cutting out all the swatches that I made, but then sometimes I didn't cut them out exactly, and I think that's fine. I have this little piece that I kind of like attached to the swatch. I might end up using it as is. I don't think it's a bad idea to just sometimes leave some residual one tone and another tone next to each other, right? Like this would be a really interesting piece. You don't have to cut all of these swatches out perfectly before you cut them into shapes again, is what I'm trying to say. Because right now I can lay this down and I kind of like how it covers up the background that I had and creates a different shape down here. So I might actually do that. I'll do that right now. So you're just playing around with the swatches that you have from your limited color palette to create a composition. I might leave the orange. I only have so much of this orange. I might have that be a focal point, somewhere where your eye kind of draws to. Not sure how many times I'm going to use that orange. The blue, I could use more of the blue, or I don't know. So I have the original colors, 2 complements here, and then all my other tones. All right, here we go. I kind of like this piece that I didn't cut out perfectly, because what happened was now I have this really nice little residual brown over here and then some blue kind of snuck in there, and I really like that. So sometimes perfection is not helpful. I kind of like how this little protuberance kind of sticks out in this spot right in the center of this peach kind of halo kind of outline. So I think I might put it there, but I might recut the shape and do something different with the shape here. Maybe curve it. Sometimes shifting the shape around will change things for you. Like I just cut that to go right here, but I put it down here, and what I ended up making was like a little kind of sliver moon shape. I'm not sure, I kind of like that as well. So I might just keep it there for a minute and figure it out. Since you already have colors, tones in the background, when you put the shapes together, you can make other shapes happen through the negative space. Always really interesting when you repeat shapes that are almost accidental, that you didn't mean. So this little sliver, little thumb fingernail shape, I might repeat that shape with some pieces of, with some swatch colors, some tones. Alright, so I've been playing around with these little pieces for a while, trying to figure out what I want to do. And I did attach this little sliver of orange. When I put that orange in, it kind of creates a nice curve with this grayish peach that happens right there. So it kind of makes it round. And the blue is very vibrant on this brown, so I might keep it on that shape. I'm not sure where it's going to go. And then this piece, which I had originally thought would go here, I kind of moved around. And because I'm going with a curve, there's a curvature in space that's repeated, this curve, the curve of the egg shape, and then just randomly I had this shape with the gray piece of paper, which was going to go like this and create a curve up there. But I think I might move it down here because when this tone right here becomes more orange and brighter when I encapsulate it with a darker value color, which is really kind of nice. Kind of glows a little bit more. So I might do that. So play around with the scrap paper that you cut out a shape and you thought you were going to use it and then you didn't want to use it. And if you move it to another spot, it might be pleasing to you and it might make sense in that spot. I want to get this light blue in here somewhere. I'm just not exactly sure where I want it to go because I like this corner, what's happening there with a little brown strip. I just don't know where I want to put it. Maybe if I overlap this brown here, that looks like it goes in the distance because it's less saturated, and then this brown, which is more orange, so it looks a little more saturated. By layering those on top of each other, it looks like there's some perspective and distance, and then the blue, vibrant blue on top kind of glows. So I'm thinking something like that.